I remember that November rain running down the window pane. You were sitting in the dark alone, trying hard to hide the pain. There were shadows underneath your eyes, stories that you never told, 1,000 battles in your mind, 1,000 nights out in the cold. And I was carrying my own regrets like stones inside a worn-out coat. Every dream I ever left behind, every word I wish I never spoke. We weren't looking for a miracle, didn't have a prayer to spare, just two hearts standing in the wreckage, trying to breathe a little air. Everybody talks about redemption like it falls from heaven's open doors, but healing never looked like glory. It looked like sitting on the floor. This ain't about angels flying through the sky. This ain't about saving every tear you've cried. It's about staying when it's hard, holding on through every scar. When the world keeps falling apart, this ain't about halos or some perfect plan. It's about broken people learning how to stay when the night is cold and dangerous and hope is barely hanging on. This ain't about angels, it's about us carrying on. You told me about your younger years, how you tried to outrun the hurt, looking for peace in empty places, digging deeper in the dirt. I could hear myself inside your voice, like a song I'd heard before, kind that plays inside your head when you can't fight anymore. There were days we almost gave up, days we nearly disappeared, days the silence felt so heavy you could almost taste the fear. But somehow through the cracks and damage, through the weight we couldn't hide, a little light kept finding pathways back into our tired lives. Maybe grace is less like thunder, maybe grace is less divine, maybe grace is just somebody refusing to leave your side. This ain't about angels fall to the sky, this ain't about saving every tear you've cried. It's about staying when it's hard, holding on through every scar. When the world keeps falling apart, this ain't about halos or some perfect plan. It's about broken people learning how to stand when the night is cold and dangerous and hope is barely hanging on. This ain't about angels, it's about us carrying on. I've seen churches filled with strangers, I've heard promises and gold, but the strongest kind of mercy is the hand that doesn't let go. I've seen people lose their direction, I've watched good hearts lose their way, but love isn't some distant answer, love is choosing every day. Maybe we were never meant to be heroes in the light. Maybe we were made for moments like surviving one more night. Maybe heaven isn't somewhere waiting far beyond the blue. Maybe heaven shows up quietly every time I turn to you. Now the years keep moving forward like a river to the sea, and we're still carrying our memories, but they don't define what we can be. There are scars we never talk about. There are wounds that still remain, the bitter reminders we survived. Everything that came with pain. When I look into your eyes now, I don't see the hurt alone. I see strength that kept on fighting long after the hope had gone. And if tomorrow brings another storm, if the clouds return again, we'll face them like we've always done, together until the end. This ain't about angels flying through the sky. This ain't about saving every tear you've cried. It's about staying when it's hard, holding on through every scar. When the world keeps falling apart. This ain't about halos or some perfect plan. It's about broken people learning how to stand. When the night is cold and dangerous and hope is barely hanging on. No, this ain't about angels. No one's about the storm. It's about finding courage when your heart is weather-worn. It's about love that keeps showing up long after the feeling's gone. This ain't about